What's up, guys? Thought I'd give you an update on the GT grade. Digging it so far. I've made a few upgrades. Stick around, I'll tell you all about it.
Quack, quack.
Alright, so far this thing has been a lot of fun. Right off the bat, the first thing I did was upgrade the brakes. These calipers were single piston and they got the job done, but for not a whole lot of money, these Zoom ones get the job done better. So put those on, they grab the rotor from both sides of the caliper, and they stop great. I'm having a little trouble with the rear brake. I've found that the factory brake line it's got to have a kink in it, because you can kind of see the housing sort of move when you pull the brake. So I've got some Jaguar brake and shifter cables. I've got a few cable things, some of them my fault, some of them came that way. So I'm going to change those out. That should be a nice little thing, but everything's working right. You can kind of feel that back brake is a little spongy. Other than that, the seat and the stem were probably the two things that made this bike sort of feel like it fit right. The stem that came with it is 80 millimeters. This is a 60 millimeter. And just that little bit sure made a difference for me. Also, these bars, just sort of where they put the shifters was a little further down, and the whole bar was tipped more this way. It just didn't seem, I don't know, not the way I wanted it. So I adjusted that, and look at that tape job I did on this grip tape. I mean, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so, right? I think it's pretty good. I like this grip tape too, thankfully, because I had no idea what I was buying. And I've bought some more, since I'm going to end up changing those other lines. But this is the stuff. It was inexpensive. It's super comfy. I want to say it might even come in colors. So that's cool. Here's the brakes. So these shifters, the sword shifters that I put on, these are nice. You know, they don't have an external adjuster here for the derailleur. So I had to put in this little barrel guy here. I can get that, there you go. So I had to put that in. That does the job. And other than that, this really makes a difference. These shifters here, you can kind of see, versus they sort of have more of an hourglass shape on this one, and that was really hurting my hand. You know, simple as that. I didn't know this would feel better, but it sure does. And other than that, the seat, I put a Silverado seat on, and this was big difference too. This one I noticed when I kind of tip the seat back or tip it forward, it really changes kind of my center of gravity, how much I'm leaning here. So I dig that. And these pedals have been awesome. I really like these. I would definitely buy these again, these stamp pedals. And other than that, let's see, we put on a new cassette. So in the specs, GT says the cassette is, I think it's the G series. Anyways, the top two gears, or the lowest gears, are aluminum, and it actually saves a half a pound, I think. I've got pictures, I'll show you the weight there. Robert wants this setup on his Aggressor. So I bought the aluminum one. I'm going to change this to the sword derailleur. I don't think it's going to be a huge difference, really any difference at all, but it does have that built-in barrel adjuster. This one I think is probably more suited for his mountain bike, so we'll do that. And while I was at it, since I was saving weight, I changed this chain ring, and that saves a quarter pound just swapping it out. I'm sure it won't last nearly as long. I'm sure I can't feel the difference, but I think it was like $10. So that's cool. Other than that, what else have we done? I think that's all the upgrades. I actually really like these tires. I thought I would have changed them by now. You know, and maybe I really like them because I don't know anything better. But they're cool. I think when I get another flat, because I've gotten a flat on the front, and when I get another one, I'm going to change these to tubeless and see how that goes. Because I've got some Maxxis tires I've been looking forward to try, but I've kind of been digging these. So when that happens, we'll pop some tubeless valves on and do that whole thing. So I'll make a video out of that. Otherwise, I think that's pretty much everything that's been going on with this. Oh, I got a pair of these 510 Freerider Pro, maybe they are, I don't remember, from Adidas. I got an email from Adidas like a month ago, and I got these for $32.50 shipped to my door. I really like these. They're way more breathable than the Vans that I was wearing. They got way more support, like way more support. It almost feels like my Merrell hiking shoes. The bottom grips well, and yeah, these are cool. So I usually wear something like this, just if I'm not doing anything special. These are really cool. You know, temperature-wise, they're real breathable. And that was my beef with the Vans. These are cool. I don't know that I'd pay 120 bucks for them, but I would absolutely buy another pair for under $50. So maybe next year, if I need one, I'll get them. They kind of got this cool brown strip, which goes nice with the gum wall tires. So yeah, other than that, I'm digging this bike. The energy that it takes to go further and faster, you know, less tire, less bike. It feels pretty good. I'm enjoying it. So kind of keep going, and you know, the goal here is a 58-mile tour around this valley in a few months. So that's the first mission with this bike. I've got a couple of rides along the canal, out in some vineyards that I'm going to do. I'll get some video of that, get those up when I do that. And otherwise, if you've got questions, drop them. I'll answer whatever I can. But yeah, digging this bike. I'm digging the Microshift Sword. These brakes are cool. I was really, you know, really unsure about the non-hydraulic because, I mean, let's be honest, I've got hydraulics on one bike and I really like it. And I'll probably have it on this eventually, but I thought this was going to be not so good. And this stops great, so I'm happy. And anyhow, thanks for checking it out. If this was helpful to you, please subscribe, hit like. It helps us out. And I'll drop another video as soon as I can. Thanks so much.